Good morning, coaches. This is your wake-up call. I'm Sandy Buadana, and today is Monday, May 23rd. I got new music. I got a bunch of new music. That was what I call Silk Sonic, just to get you started this morning with a wake-up call. So congratulations for jumping on, and I would love it if you tag your coaches to jump on now, because Facebook is still a little sleepy right now. They don't get on with the live program. Anyway, as you know, tomorrow is May 24th. We have a launch tomorrow, which is why we have Fire and Flow creators, Jericho, McMatthews, and Elise, Joan on the call today to share their passion for this program. Every time we have a launch at Beachbody, it just is serendipitous. It's like the perfect time, perfect program. I mean, in the last 6 months, we have experienced job 1, to be pregnant, 4-week gut protocol, 4 weeks for everybody, and now Fire and Flow. I mean, our catalog keeps growing and our clientele keeps growing as well. I mean, people want to start putting their health and fitness first. Well, they should. People are still getting pregnant. People are still having gut issues. There are people that are still having some form of mental imbalance. So many people to help. And you know what? Tomorrow is the day that we give every single person permission to take care of themselves, because self-care is the highest form of self-respect. That's right. Put that one on a t-shirt, everybody. We have a really great call. I'm going to move it over to Darren Ashby. We've got recognition for the week. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Sandy. All right.
I'm going to let you do your thing.
Sounds good. Let's do our thing. Good morning, coaches. We got a thing to do. So here we go with our newest Diamond coaches this week. Congratulations to Tiffany Black, Christina Kompanik, Lauren DeWitt, Marika Dupois Moisson, William E. Green Jr., Ashley Januszewski, Jocelyn Jaquez, Janice Johnson Williams, Kathy McCaig, Teresa Murphy, Mary Ramos Buong, Kathleen Rourke, Ashlyn Sievers, Melissa Smith, Melanie Stairs, and Gabby Tizing, Hannah Testa, Elianaxis Valdez, and Charisse Walters. Okay, those are your newest Diamond coaches. They will be recognized at Summit coming up. Just a little plug there, but let's keep going. Our newest Star Diamond coaches, here they are. Congratulations to Tanya Albert, Kimmy Brett, and Lori Brose. And our newest 2-star Diamond, congratulations to Kristen Rowe. And we're not done. We have a 5-star Diamond coach this week, none other than Britt Baker. Way to go, Britt. We also have a 6-star from Canada, Aurélie Dion. And coaches, we're still not done. We're going to jump up to 8-star Diamond coach. Congratulations to Nicole Zacharias. And that is it for recognition this morning. But I do want to give just a little plug. Summit's coming up, and you know that Summit recognition cutoff date. It's a week from this coming Thursday, June 2nd. So you're not going to want to miss that. You got to keep that on your calendars. And coaches, if you are not registered for Summit, you got to get registered. Holy cow. It's coming up. It's going to be here, and you're going to want to be there. So without further ado, let's get Keyshawn on the call to get this call going. Keyshawn, good morning.
Good morning, Darren. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of those coaches and those teams represented. Good morning, coaches. Happy Monday. The announcements today are all about Fire and Flow, with which launches for coaches and preferred customers tomorrow. If you're listening to this in a week, tomorrow is May 24th. The FAQ is below. It's FAQ 5347. Get this. VIP Early Access opens tomorrow, like I mentioned. It's going to be available for all customers starting on June 7th. But when it launches tomorrow, All total solution packs will be $20 off. If you are unfamiliar with the structure of the program, make sure that you check out the free sample workout. It's already available. It's in your back office. It's on Beachbody On Demand. Try it, share it, make sure that people get their sweat on with it so they can feel the way that this program is going to impact their lives. Also, if you're unfamiliar, we have a bunch of coach tools available for you in the product toolkit, as well as in the coach breaking news, as well as on the champions page and guide 19 if you missed the takeover week. But we made sure that you have everything you need to be able to talk about this program with excitement and passion without all of the scientific. Jericho and Elise did a really great job putting together an incredible program. There is a promo code for Fire and Flow. Now, this promo code is for all April and May total solution pack purchasers and first-time sellers. If you want to learn more about that because you're like, oh God, please shut up, I don't want to hear your voice anymore, go to FAQ 2400. But one thing that I am so excited about is that this program, and you're going to hear from the creators in a second, is 24 unique workouts. 4 Fire and Flow bonus workouts, and it focuses on all the key areas that we want: the abs, the glutes, the arms, the flexibility. But there's also 4 optional 25 to 30 minute bike rides. Of course, you have to have body. But speaking of the bike, we do have a Memorial Day bike sale in the United States only. The FAQ is 9287. So if you don't have a bike, or you know someone who wants a bike because they want to participate in these incredible bike rides that Jericho and Elise will take us on, make sure you tap into that Beachbody Bike Memorial Day sale in FAQ 9287. That is it. That is all. I cannot wait for our launch day. Like Sandy said, launches are so serendipitous around here, and it is definitely a way for you to just remember what we're doing. Remember the impact we're making. So if you're on the fence about starting with us, this is not coincidence that you are hearing them, my voice. Start with us. Start with us. Start with us. And if you're like, this is like my 10th Beachbody program, keep going and bring someone with you. That is it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to rest my voice. I'm passing it back over to you, Sandy.
Thank you so much, Keyshawn. I do want to mention about Carl Deichler was on the champions page yesterday. It is not to be missed. Please send your coaches over and watch that on the Beachbody Champions page, all about Fire and Flow, why this is the most important program right now, this time in your fitness world, in your mental health world, why you need to go to this. Watch Carl Deichler on the champions page yesterday. I watched it. It was really gave the momentum that the field needs right now. So check that out. I have the honor of introducing the creators of Fire and Flow. Jericho, McMatthews, and Elise, Joan, they both have programs alone with duos. Now they come together as a fabulous, fabulous duo. I'm very, very excited. Let's bring on Elise, Joan, and Jericho McMatthews. Okay, Keyshawn, thank you. You can help me bring them both on. You guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's bring that on. What a great morning it is, right? Day before launch. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Very, very exciting week.
Yes, we've been looking forward to this for 8 months now.
Yeah, and now I've asked, Facebook is a little slow on the uptick with live, so I'd like everybody to tag your coaches. Get on now. Let's give this whole morning the attention it deserves. I want to ask you both a question. I'll start with Elise first. And, because I started a little bit about self-care, and it's the highest form of self-respect. Elise, why is it so hard for people to make time for self-care?
Hi, Sandy. What a great question, and what a timely and important question. I first want to say hello to all of our amazing coaches. Thank you for all you do. I include you in my gratitude list each and every day. And I think there's many reasons why self-care is so important. I think nowadays, we're at a very hectic pace. And I think a lot of us, and I'll include myself in this as well, we get caught up in the external. Our energy is always going outward. How are the kids? How is my partner? How is my coaching business? How is, XYZ outside of myself? And then a lot of times in the fitness community, people also get focused on the external. What do my abs look like? What do my arms look like? Rather than understanding that journey of being powerful and getting results in the external, whether it's in your life or in your physical body, it all starts within. I think there's a lot of misconceptions that self-care means taking a bubble bath or having a glass of wine, or that self-care is going to be boring or derail your results, when in fact the opposite is true. One of my passions in life, and I know Jericho's as well, is that we start to understand that by taking care of ourselves, by slowing down, we can actually tap into our power at an even greater extent. And that will empower our physical results. Yes, you'll get the arms and the abs and all the things Jericho and I are famous for physically, but this program is going to help you do something extra special, which is pause, take a breath, slow down, connect to what it is that really empowers you and drives you, tap into that, and then all of the external will follow.
You know what? I read something today. Well, we all know that it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I read that it's been going on since 1949. Well, who knew? But we're focusing a whole month on this, but we really should focus 365 days a year on this. Let me ask Jericho the same question. Why don't people take enough time on their own self-care?
Well, I think Elise really did nail it. Just to add in there, I think there's a common misconception, at least in our industry, that, it's all or nothing. And we're going to slow our progress down. We're going to slow our results down if we don't keep going. And, as a busy mom, someone that has a high energy level, that loves to accomplish and achieve, like so many people listening to this call right now, this, if we don't take a pause to kind of tune inward and really learn how to trust ourselves, learn how to have a better relationship with ourselves that is one that is full of trust, that is based in love, self-love, know the difference between decisions that work for us and work against us. I mean, we will end up burning out. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been there. It's an active process. It's a process that I think a lot of people can relate to. And that's really what we focus on in this program, is really helping people to have a better relationship with themselves first, from the inside out, and just help you keep this as a lifestyle. It's going to increase your longevity, hopefully your life, and the enjoyment of your life.
Thank you. I'm going to keep you both on the screen and I'll get out of the live stream, but tell me how the origin story of this program and putting you both together, this female collaboration, I love, if you could both talk to it.
Go for it, Jericho.
I'll kick off. Yeah, well, it was Carl's brilliant idea, and it was such an exciting one because, not only do I absolutely adore Elise, I love working with another powerful female that cares so deeply and genuinely about helping people. And we have so much in common. So I think a lot of people might look at Fire and Flow, or Elise and I, at least the styles of workouts that we're kind of known for, as being yin and yang, right? Totally opposite, like fire and water. And the thing is, we like to kind of bring this up in our explanation of the program, that we all have those elements inside of us. And while we might kind of identify with one more than the other, it's such a cool moment where we get to awaken and see what we're made of in terms of both elements in this program, and just really pull it together in an awesome way. And so, to answer the question again, I think really this came from a place of need. Our industry, our world needs a program like this. We don't have a program like this where it not only taps in to help you take better care of yourself, train smarter, more efficiently, but also tackle the bigger issue for a lot of people, which is, tuning into their emotions and, their mental state.
Yeah. Thank you, Jericho. You're making me tear up at this hour of the morning. It is very powerful working with Jericho. Two strong women coming together. And one of the amazing things that Carl is really tuned into is what does not exist out there. What is the void in the industry? And to speak further on what Jericho said, it is we are on the cusp now of the future of fitness. Nothing stays the same for 20, 30, 40 years. You're not going to power up your body in the same way. And this program really dives into that mental and that internal place. And I think that one of the things that makes this program so cool is that we are repurposing how people think of their fitness to include the mental and emotional strength that we all need to go through. This is more than a program. Jericho and I have said it often. This is what we hope will become a movement. It is a mood. It is a vibe. It elevates you. We've gotten to speak to so many amazing testimonials who did our test group. And the one universal thing they all shared is I simultaneously felt strong and powerful and like I could take on the world.
Yeah.
And calm and at peace. Exactly. So we pair that confidence with the physical results. But I think, the pairing of us together just opens up a whole new world that will unlock something inside you didn't even know you needed to unlock yet.
Well, a lot of people have done the sample workout, and that is just like the tiniest sneak peek into what this program is. I mean, it does not give the breadth of this, the importance of this program at this time. So let me just talk about the elephant in the room. Where are we right now in the climate of the world? I mean, the anxiety, the sadness, the isolation. I mean, we have just come out of 2 years of such a strange chapter in our life, and people are wanting to find themselves again. Can you both talk individually about this program right now? Like, why is right now so important? Jericho, why don't you go first?
Sure. Thank you. And I believe, and thank you, Sandy, for bringing that to the table to openly discuss. I think that's one of the bigger issues we've been all challenged with is, normalizing this conversation to, have courage and feel brave enough to address it and say, I don't feel okay, actually. Let's normalize that we've been through a really crazy moment in time that we never saw coming. And we're all trying to navigate it the best that we can. We are all doing the best that we can, operating from our own level, and have different lives. So it's going to impact every single one of us differently. A lot of us lost loved ones. A lot of us, people lost their jobs. There were big, transitions that happened. And so to not be able to, openly discuss it and try to address it is crazy. So we're just really happy to infuse, everything into this program that, we care so deeply about helping people further than physical results tied to a workout. We want to tap into the mental and emotional, help people love themselves more, give themselves grace, and really love their life. We want people to feel happy and honor their bodies and not take health for granted. And that's just really the foundation of this program.
Yeah, I mean, again, Jericho nailed it. We're starting to like feel each other's thoughts and expressions. But absolutely, this is an unprecedented time, unquestionably. For me, I've struggled with generalized anxiety disorder my whole life. So it has always been in the forefront of my programming. And my guess is if you are listening to this, you are a powerful coach, you run your own business, it's probably only one of the many facets of your life. You may be more inclined like myself to think, oh, I've got this. Yeah, there's a global pandemic, but I'm just going to power through. And you think you're okay until that moment when that weight of the world that's been accumulating becomes too much. And I think that's one of the important things that we can all recognize as type A achievers, accomplishers, doers, creators. We are conditioned to keep going and keep shouldering the burden. And I think that we haven't even taken time to slow down. We view slowing down as failing, or we view slowing down as not keeping up the pace. But actually, it's that opportunity to look inward and really like, hey, how has these past 3 years impacted me? Because I guarantee you, I went through the first year of the pandemic just mind blown at not seeing another human for so long. We're in LA where the lockdown was hardcore, but I also thought I was okay. I'm like, oh, I've got my workouts, I've got my Beachbody community, until I realized, wow, it did impact me. It was in the creation of Fire and Flow, when I'm creating these moments of self-reflection, that I realized, wow, this has impacted me. And so Jericho and I are both giving you tools, and we're not speaking about this in an ethereal, hippy-dippy way. We are giving you in this program tangible action items. Our journal, all of the amazing things that are a part of this program are going to guide you toward overcoming your anxiety, or maybe you veer toward depression, or maybe you think you're great and you have no mental challenges at all. you might uncover a little something that will free you and unlock something inside that can help you move forward with even more empowerment.
I think imbalance comes to mind. You know, people don't want to say mental illness. They think it's so taboo, but I think everyone is dealing with the stressors of life. And I love how you just defined it for everybody. Why don't you go into the nuts and bolts of the program? What are we expecting for tomorrow? You can go into it and talk about the alternating complementing styles. So I'll let you both do that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes. So we kick off every week with a fire workout. So we really focus on, because of the beautiful way this program was designed to really help you train more efficiently, to help you train smarter, to avoid burnout. And again, to give you an outlet to also process all of the things that we've just been discussing, which, Elise, I don't know if you have the journal next to you.
I
left
do.
it in the
Oh,
car.
you know I do,
Pulled
Jericho.
up.
If I go anywhere without our incredible
Guys,
fire journal, no, I do not.
This is the most
third
important
one, because we had prototypes. This is like the third one I filled out, and it really, every morning when I come here, it's like, takes less than 5 minutes to do, but it really helps guide us toward how can we approach the day in a more empowered way.
It is. Yeah. We're so proud of it and excited to bring it to life. And this, that little baby that she's holding up, you guys, is the most, I would say, the most important piece of equipment that you're going to get in this program. So you're going to need resistance loops, dumbbells as well, of course, but the journal, please. And if you can swing it and you can get the hard copy, we highly recommend it. There is packed full of so much incredible development, right? So yes, there are tracking components for each workout day, but every week in the 4 weeks, you have a different sort of topic or theme. And then every day you push play, you have a specific activity that is aligned under that umbrella topic for the week. So we kick things off with self-awareness. So week 1, first workout you're going to push play on is upper body fire. So these fire workouts, they are challenging, they're intense, but they're self-led. So we have, of course, our incredible, modifier, Kaylee, we have an intensifier, Dominique, and then a lot of mid-range levels of intensity. So I want to make sure everyone understands just how accessible this program is in terms of anyone that, needs to remove, any of the impact. You can do the entire program with zero impact at whichever level of intensity you choose, but we want you to go at your personal best. But fire days, yes, we combined a lot of great compound moves into our strength days so that we have, less rest. You end up with an incredible conditioning effect to help you get fitter faster. So we're training more like athletes, which is so imperative, guys, to remember that athletes really, really need their recovery. You see now in our industry, which is really cool, these cool, reset labs popping up, places where athletes will go and do cryotherapy, red light therapy, hyperbaric shape. They're doing all these things to take care of themselves, not just to get better results in their workout so they can perform at their, their peak. It is really to keep a long career. And you look at life.
It's watching the basketball playoffs now, because I have a husband who really loves them. But these athletes, if you're playing an elite level basketball and you are over 31 years old, you are doing mobility training, functional training. LeBron, Tom Brady, these elite athletes speak about the key to their longevity is doing less. They're not out there running drills. They're finding the balance of the beautiful fire. And I will speak as someone who doesn't usually love high impact work, how amazing and accessible Jericho makes these moves. Because at the end of the day, just like we shouldn't be eliminating anything forever from our diet, we don't need to eliminate something from our fitness either. I think a lot of us say, high impact, that's not for me. Or, flow, slowing down, that's not for me. But is it? Maybe it's the thing that you think you don't need, or maybe it's that thing that scares you or intimidates you that is actually what you do need to incorporate into your programming. And that's the beautiful duality of this program, is that we will meet you where you are. I put my mom through this program. She is 72 years old. I practice moves on here. All of the flow moves are very strong. They will help your explosivity. I'm about to blow your mind that on flow days, you will practice non-impact explosivity, low impact explosivity, meaning I will help you to explode so that when Jericho takes you into cardio fire days, which is every Friday, you will look forward to it. Let me tell you, as someone who typically, I incorporate a lot of cardio into all my programming in our other Beachbody programs, but it's never my favorite day until now, because I look forward to it, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you are prepared, you are excited. Jericho's going to make you feel like you can do anything. And I think that's one of the dualities of this program. And getting back to the recovery, this program is going to save you. You won't need cryotherapy. You won't need your physical therapist. Buy chiropractor. We've got you. My body feels supported. My body feels strong. No backaches. I don't need an ice bath afterwards. I come home, I relax, because this program really does hold you, support your joints, support your spine, and bring you into this dynamic. And you know, you now have the sample workout. It really is the best tool. And as Sandy alluded to earlier, it's really only, you know, kind of like a sales tool. It's to guide you through, okay, here's kind of a preview of Jericho's 3 fire days, alternating with the preview of my 3 flow days. So that's going to kind of give you the idea, but there's nothing like experiencing it. And I think that Jericho can attest to, we listened to some very powerful test group testimonials yesterday, and none of these people could really adequately describe in words what the program did for them. There were tears, there was laughter, there were breakthroughs, there were improved relationships with children's partners, parents, there was coming out of depression, coming out of anxiety. But they all said, there's no way to describe it. You have to experience it. And I think that's something that makes this program very, very unique.
Okay, the alternating styles I love. And Jericho, you are doing, this is a 4-week program for you, a little shorter than what you did last time. Is it way more intense? Like, should people be intimidated by the intensity?
That's such a great question. And I think, you know, you would think people would expect a higher level of intensity since it is shorter. And yes, a lot of people have been asking, and I'm just really excited to bring these 12 fire workouts to the table. I mean, in the base kit, we also have some really awesome bonus workouts as well, and a couple of rides, as you mentioned at the top. But no, absolutely not. This program is set up in such a user-friendly, accessible way where we meet you where you are. You know, you don't have to get ready for fire and flow. You show up. That's all you got to do is show up and keep going. Bring your A game. As I mentioned, also high intensity doesn't equal high impact. And high intensity workouts are not designed to be done, you know, more than 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. And they're not to be done alone. That's where flow comes in. So I would have never created a program as intense as fire on the fire side of things without the flow. They are not sold separately. They're meant to, you know, be performed together and in order, because yeah, they work in a synergistic way. And so think about it that way. You're set up to do, I guess, to achieve more in less time. Less is more in terms of intensity, but you're making use of your time. And we really, we want to give you time back. And that's why we care so deeply about providing a program that not only is needed and has never been done before, but we now know how to train smarter. We know how to take care of our bodies in the process.
You know, I keep thinking of an aging population and also muscles that have atrophied over the last few years of, you know, couch sitting. Can you talk about this, the balance, this emotional restoration also, maybe, Elise?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I am a woman in my 40s, and I'm not going to pretend that my body is the same as it was when I was 18 or 20. I'm actually going to say it's more empowered. I understand my body better. I know how to support my body, but it does take work. And the work is, to Jericho's point, it's not necessarily harder work or working more. It is working smarter. It is working out rather than burning out. And it is doing moves that are powerful. Look, I can barely do the intensified option, which is the level 3 option for flow days. Flow days are incredibly powerful and strong, but they are so intelligently created. All of the flow workouts, they're based in my basis in physical therapy and then accentuated by my 20 years in the fitness industry. But this program is so perfect. Like I said, it really is for everyone, and how Jericho spoke to how it flows is so important. I know a lot of people sometimes feel like, you know, Beachbody, do we have programming for people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? Yes, we do now. This is an important program for everyone, and to share a little bit about the flow days, a lot of misconceptions, and to speak to Sandy's question, a lot of people, especially older people or people who are used to heavy weights, will tell themselves stories like, I'm not flexible, so I can't do this program. This program is for yogis. This program is stretching. This is going to be Pilates. This is going to be bar. All fallacies. And another, again, like just as those people might say, oh, high impact's not for me, I do not expect you to show up to this program being flexible. But I do expect you to be open to exploring and deepening your flexibility, because that is a key component as we age, right? If you have a six pack and a shredded arms, but when you're 50, you can't bend over and tie your own shoes, that's a problem. So flow is going to focus, to speak a little to the calendar, Tuesday is going to be mobility flow. We'll be working on improving your range of motion, but don't get it twisted. We're using moderate to heavy dumbbells, slow, controlled core movement. I have had elite athletes who have done all of our Beachbody programs need to set down their dumbbell and do flow day one with just body weight. Jericho and I will always give you somewhere to grow to, somewhere to move to. And then on Thursdays, we have functional flow. This is where you'll be seeing me utilize those resistance loops. We'll use them for abs, legs, booty, arms. It is adding resistance to the body so that our body is capable of doing these functional movements. Now, you won't appreciate this in your 20s, but I'm telling you, the investment that you make doing this program, whether you're 21 or you're 71, you are investing in your body. And I think going back to the original question, why do people have trouble slowing down? We are so interested in short-term goals, short-term gains. I want to have a six-pack now. This program will give you that. Okay, so let's put that aside. It's a Beachbody program. Jericho and I would never get together and create a program that didn't give you those signature beach. Look, all I'm doing is fire and flow. I feel like I'm doing pretty good for a woman in my 40s, right? That's the power of this program. But the flip side of that is we have to invest in the long-term health of our body. And the earlier we start, the younger we start, the better. But here's what I want to share. It's never too late. My mom was naturally thin most of her life. She hit 60, struggled. She'd never worked out in her life before. And I'm like, Mom, I'm a Beachbody trainer. We got to get you. She started working out and it has changed her life. It has removed sciatic pain, moved piriformis syndrome, all of these kind of things. So, this program is perfect for those of us that are concerned that maybe we're getting a little older. Maybe it's too late for us to get into fitness. All of our results are different. All of our starting points are different. And as Jericho said, which I think so beautifully sums up this program, there is no prep calendar. If you have a human body and you've never touched your toes, or you have a human body and you are LeBron James, you are going to be challenged in the most beautiful way and welcomed where you are in this program.
I can't help but think of a mental six-pack that this program.
I love that, Sandy.
That's the most important one.
And sorry, I have to always put a disclaimer on there, because it varies on your starting point. But I just, you started alluding to this, Elise, about who is this program for? And we always say that whenever a new program launches, is who it's for. It's for your customer. It's for your customer that needs this. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the people that this program is for. Maybe you can talk about some of the test group participants and what they experienced.
Wow, gosh. And we had the incredible honor and opportunity of getting to know a few of them yet better. Yesterday, they were flown out. I know. It was a very emotional day and so beautiful, but it was just amazing to hear every intention that we'd hoped for this program really come to life. And we're just so excited. I mean, I get goosebumps when I think about it, and that it is really, and you hear this sometimes about programs, yes, and transformation coming from the inside out, but it's really cool to see it happen when it's so unexpected. People that didn't know that they needed it, people that, just kind of feel a little lost and they're not sure what it is. They're not really sure, why they feel the way they feel, because they look around and they think, I'm blessed though, I'm healthy, or I have my family, or I have a great job, but there's just something missing. And I think a lot, related to what we were just speaking about, the pandemic and just the crazy times we've been living in and a faster pace of life moves quickly. And we sometimes forget to check in with ourselves and really check to make sure we're still holding it down for ourselves. We're the only people. I'm the only person that can decide what it means for me to be happy, for me to feel great, for me to, understand what my values are. So this program will help you recalibrate. It'll help you identify, any areas that you maybe didn't realize weren't serving you and make some better decisions. If you're saying yes to things, that means you're saying no to things. So how can you help, unlock a little more time in your day to focus on things that matter to you most? How can you make some little small changes in your day and in your life that will improve the overall quality of your life? And so, yes, understanding and seeing that wake up in these incredible participants from our test group is, it's hard to put into words, but it was so moving, and we can't wait to see more of them come to life.
Yeah, I think some of the most powerful things I heard in the testimonials, which was, a lot of our goals, a lot of people shared. These are coaches who've been in the Beachbody community for a long time. They've done all of our amazing programs that we have. We have such a diverse library, as Sandy alluded to. And a lot of them were saying, after a long time doing that, they plateaued and, they were having trouble breaking through that next level of losing that last 5 pounds or getting excited to press play again. And this program gave them that because, we have to change what we're doing if we want to change our results. If you want to see different results, you have to change it up a bit. And most of them shared that not just the alternating days, which takes you on such a beautiful journey. And one thing that's really cool about programs, we have Bot Interactive, which is so fun. They're one-off classes. But we take you on a 4-week journey. Week 1, self-awareness. And I think this is one of the most powerful testimonials. We are here to help you develop a deeper relationship with the most important person in your life, and that is you. And what we hear from the testimonials, when these people invested in themselves, their marriages got better, their relationships outside themselves got better. And I think that that's really like a very powerful testimonial that, we are all here to create a beautiful life, but it really does start from within. And most of these people never gave themselves, they felt it was selfish to take care of themselves. They felt it was selfish to give themselves time. But what Jericho and I do in this program that I think is special is we give you back time. Yes, you're investing 30 minutes or less with us, but you will have 23 and a half hours of more intentional presence, more relaxed confidence, more deep, profound relationships with your world and your life. So the real results, I think, for this program are the 23 and a half hours that you're not working out with us.
I just find it so interesting how people don't know they need this program until they do it, so it's hard to talk about a program that someone hasn't experienced yet. But we're going to take it from you both that even you came to your own realizations that this was an important program at this moment. So just to recap a little bit about who this program is for, it sounds like it's for people who are stressed, everyone in the world. It sounds like people who are either beginners or advanced, everyone in the world. It sounds like people who get bored easily, because there's the duality of both of you. Like, I love that. I love the interchange, fire, flow, fire, flow, fire, flow. So every single day you change it up. People who don't want to overdo it, maybe those who have had an injury. So it's restoring that balance, but also restoring that physicality that they once had. So I love that. I want to mention something about.
Can I add a category really quickly? Because yes. I really believe in this, and I think not just because Elise and I are friends and we we love connecting with each other, but having this opportunity to connect in a deeper way and really build. I think a lot of people feel alone. So I would say that it's for people that need community. They need someone to lean on. They need to feel like they're a part of something. And I believe truly that everyone has a deep need to belong. And this program will reach people. I really think so. And so for you guys,
because a lot of the people yesterday did share that they felt like they were super excited. I think 2 of the women were waking up at like 4:45 in the morning, and they were said, I felt like I was working out with my best friends. And I mean, I think that's one of the ultimate compliments that Jericho and I could receive, is that's how we want you to feel. When we step onto that mat or pick up our weights, we are looking, we don't see cameras and lights. We see you. We see the customer at home. We see them struggling. We see them needing that connection, and we lift them up. It's fun. We don't take ourselves we take the programming very seriously, but once we're there, we're ourselves. And I think that's something that people really feel, even through the power of the internet.
I have something written down about National BFF Day on June 8th. So
yes.
You guys are doing, that's the day after the customer launch. You both are doing a workout on body.
That's right.
We're gonna kind of recreate a sample workout. So we're gonna show a little sampling of our different, a circuit. You'll do an upper body fire circuit, a lower fire circuit, and then a cardio fire circuit. And I'll throw it to Elise, and then she'll get to take you through workout days.
I'll take you through a mobility flow circuit with a heavy dumbbell, a functional flow circuit with the loop, and then a restorative flow, which I haven't talked about yet, but just wait for Saturdays. It's like a decadent, it's like better than chocolate cake, better than, the new Star Wars movie that's coming out. Whatever is your jam, Saturdays are going to be just a beautiful reward to wind out the week. So we'll get you that as well. But most of all, I don't know if any of you caught Jericho and I's BOD Interactive launch week workout with Jody Sweeten, but what we bring is not describable in words. You will.
Well, if you were in Punta Cana with us, if you've ever met us on a dance floor, then you know.
Yeah, it's just the joy of movement. I think that when it boils down to, if I had to say what Jericho and I are about, aside from the science, aside from the experience and the programming, we are about joy of movement. You don't want, this move doesn't work for you today, rock on, dance it out, have fun with us. We are. Exactly.
I keep thinking external results. External results are no longer popular. It's internal. It's the joy that you bring to this that helps the external results. Who cares what you look like on the outside? If you're feeling good,
exactly,
joy permeates through your facial expression and how you treat others.
I'm going to work out and love your life. Bottom line.
I'm going to just do one housekeeping thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Elise. You're leading a BOD group, right? So that starts on June 6th. So anyone who purchases the program starting tomorrow, right? If you purchase the Total Solution Pack or the Digital Unlock from tomorrow through May 29th, you qualify to get into that BOD group, which starts on June 6th. Can you say something a little bit about that?
Yes, we're going to be doing the workouts with you guys, and we're going to be dropping tips in there to help you get the most out of the workouts. We'll be talking through the journal. We're planning to do some lives where we go through some of the journal prompts together. So almost like a book club, we can tune in together and kind of share and get into some little breakout groups. But we can't wait. We're so pumped.
Yeah, we're so excited. Jericho and I love spending time together. Believe it or not, I think we've hung out like every day these past few months, just having fun and getting together. And the BOD group will be an extension of that. It'll be a joyful place. I will also be, we'll be sharing, like Jericho mentioned, our journal entries, and we'll be getting to know each other on a deeper level. Most important is you getting to know yourself. But this BOD group community, you're going to get some insights into Jericho and I that maybe wouldn't be shared publicly. I will, my journal entries are often about, when anxiety comes up, how I process it. But the BOD groups are going to be fun. We're going to do it along with you. We're going to be offering you support at it. If you have questions or about specific moves, we'll be in there. So it really is like a whole nother added value to buying these challenge packs. Which Jericho and I are, you get us on some of these coach calls, the leader of the call is like, TikTok people, you've been chatting for a long time. But if you're interested in that, and I just think it adds so much value. So we're really excited, and doing it together is so special. It just makes it that much more fun.
Yeah, we've been chatting about our favorite little recipes. So just getting to bring some different things that, you wouldn't have the opportunity to take part and participate in if you weren't in that group. So please don't miss out on that. We're really excited. And just to be clear, I know we call it a journal, the Fire and Flow Journal. It's a journal, but this isn't some just open-ended, you're going to write your feelings out. There are simple, quick, guided prompts that will help you live a better life. It's personal development. So little things like, looking at your current habits, how you move through your life in your day, and helping you unlock, again, the areas that you decide that matter to you more than maybe spending your time doing something else. So they're just really meant to empower you and improve your overall quality of life. And along with the workouts, we're just really excited to do this together.
I'm so excited for both of you. I love that word unlock. It just feels like we've been closed up. We've been locked into our homes. Our brain is just locked into a certain mood. I just love that. It just feels like a restorative program. I'm so excited. The eve before launch. Happy that you came on today. Thank you so much. Stay on after I hang up with the wake up call, but thank you again. Jericho, McMatthews, Elise, Joan, congratulations on all your success tomorrow. Appreciate you so much. All right. Oh, I think I cut her off. I'm sorry, honey. You heard it here, everybody. There is so much happening. I want you to go also back to the champions page. Watch Carl. It's a hymn to you. Like, what is going on? Why now? Why is this so important right now to bring others into this world of taking care of yourself first before you take care of others? That's the number one coaching thing. I mean, I don't want to get religious on anybody, but that is your God-given right, is to take care of you first. I am so happy today that we have brought this program right here, right now. I wish you all the best on launch day, and we'll see you here next week. Bye-bye, everybody.